Have you ever felt like you were walking in circles, believing that nothing had changed inside you? As if, no matter how much time passes, the pain was still there, silent? But what if I told you that you are stronger than you imagine? That while you thought you were just surviving, your soul was rebuilding itself in silence? There are signs, small, almost invisible, that show that the woman you are becoming is no longer the same one who once begged for love. And in this video, you will discover what these 5 signs are. And when you see each one of them, you will be moved, because you will realize that healing does not shout, it whispers. And you are already listening. You just didn't know it was strength until now. Have you ever wondered if you are really healing? If all this pain is taking you somewhere? Sometimes we walk in the dark and think that we are still broken, that we have not moved forward. But what you don't realize is that you are already much stronger than you think. In this video, I will show you 5 silent signs that you are being reborn inside. And when you recognize each one of them, you will feel a deep relief, like someone who finally sees the light after a long time in the dark. Stay with me until the end. You will leave here recognizing the woman who is blossoming silently inside you. You have stopped begging for answers. Before, you relived every conversation, every gesture, trying to find the exact moment when everything began to fall apart. You spent sleepless nights, searching for meaning in broken promises, in cold attitudes, in silences that hurt more than words. You believed that if you could understand, the pain would lessen, that an explanation could mend what was torn inside you. But that explanation never came, and you got tired of waiting. Today, even without knowing why, you sleep. Even without hearing the apology you deserved, you get out of bed and live your day. Because, at some point, something inside you understood that seeking justice where there was only disregard was an endless cycle. That peace does not come from others. It comes from the decision to let go of the weight. This is the first sign. Your soul stopped bleeding, trying to understand, and began to heal itself by simply choosing lightness. And that is a silent strength that few people can achieve. And you got there, even without realizing it. But now, even without answers, you sleep, you breathe, you live. Because you understood that peace is worth more than any explanation. This is the first sign. Your soul chose peace, even without justice. This is strength. You began to say no without guilt. Before, a look of disappointment, a raised voice, or the possibility of displeasing someone was enough, and you gave in. You swallowed the discomfort, smiled on the outside, and annulled yourself on the inside. You did favors even when you were tired. You said it's okay when you were in pieces. Because you learned that love meant molding yourself, keeping quiet, diminishing yourself. But now, something has changed. Today, when someone invades your space, you say no. When something doesn't resonate with your peace, you choose silence, distance, and firmness. And even if your heart aches, even if that fear of rejection comes, you take a deep breath and move on, because you understand that protecting your energy is more important than maintaining shallow connections, that your yes only has value when it comes from a place of truth. This is the second sign. You have started to build walls where you previously left doors too open. Not out of coldness, but out of self-love. And having the courage to choose yourself is one of the most profound acts of healing a woman can experience. Things that you used to accept to avoid conflict no longer make sense. You say no, firmly. And when you feel that tightness in your chest afterwards, you breathe and move on. Because you know you are protecting yourself. You are choosing yourself. This is not coldness. It is self-love. This is the second sign. You are setting limits where before there was silence. And this is courage. You found yourself smiling alone, out of nowhere, in the middle of the day, with no one around. And in that moment, you felt calm, lightness, as if your soul was returning. This happens when the pain begins to lose space inside you. This is the third sign. Your soul is relearning to feel pleasure in the little things. And this smile is the beginning of your freedom. You stopped comparing yourself to other women. Before, you saw yourself as inferior. You thought everyone was happier, more beautiful, more loved. But now, you look at them with admiration, not envy, because you understand that each one is living her own battle, and that your pain doesn't make you lesser, it makes you human. This is the fourth sign. You are looking at yourself with compassion. And that is emotional wisdom. And the fifth sign is the quietest of all. You stopped punishing yourself. You stopped blaming yourself for having loved, for having believed, for having stayed. You looked at your past self and said, "She just wanted to be loved." And for the first time, you hugged her, without judgment, without anger, only with love. This is the most powerful sign. You have started to forgive yourself. And self-forgiveness is the gateway to healing. Maybe you still think you are fragile, that you still have a long way to go before you feel whole. But now you know, even in the silence, your soul is rebuilding itself. Even on the calm days, strength is growing inside. You are stronger than you imagine. You are more ready than you think. And you have already started to live what you prayed for so much. You thought you were broken, but you were blossoming in silence. Every no you said was a yes to your soul. Every tear dried a little more of the pain that held you back. You stopped begging and started choosing. What you feel is not weakness. It is strength reorganizing itself from within. You are not at the end of the road. You are in the middle of rebirth. What once hurt you now strengthens you. You did not lose yourself. You built yourself up again, piece by piece. And today, even without realizing it, you are already experiencing answers that once only existed in your prayers. You did not just survive. You became your own cure. If any of these signs have appeared in your life, comment below. I am rebuilding myself. I want to feel your presence, your strength, and remind you that you are not alone on this journey. Like the video, share it with a woman who also needs to hear this. And subscribe to the channel because here we talk about pain, yes, but we talk even more about rebirth. You are stronger than you imagine. And I'm here to remind you of that, always. If this video touched your heart, watch How to Reconnect with your soul after a toxic relationship. Now, this next story will take you even deeper on the path to reconnecting with yourself. You deserve it. Because your healing is not the end of the pain. It is the beginning of your power. And it has already awakened.